Team Raw versus Team Smackdown, the first of the Survivor Series elimination matches. The men's, to be precise. Team Smackdown versus Team Raw. I've got to be honest, right? So I've got the list here. Come on. So Team Smackdown is Drew McIntyre. Okay. Jeff Hardy. I don't hate Jeff Hardy, by the way. Just who gives a shit at this point? And to be fair, he was fantastic in this match, but I just don't care. King Woods, Happy Corbin, Sheamus. A lot of gimmicks. A lot of dumb stuff here. Raw, on the other hand, which ironically is a much worse TV show than SmackDown. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, Kevin Owens, Bobby Lashley, and Austin Theory. You want to talk about a dream team of sorts. And then, of course, they have to ruin it. So we don't get to see KO wrestle. He gets in an argument with Seth Rollins at the beginning of the match, and then he leaves and gets counted out. Why in God's name do we have so many ridiculous get-arounds and lazy booking rules so that we can have no disqualification and blah, 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 and triple threats and so forth? But a 5-on-5 tag team match, they're like, yeah, we're going to enforce all the rules. What is the fucking point? I know that that's been the case for a long time, but if anything, this is the match where you want to kind of do away with that shit. Kevin Owens leaves and gets counted out. He doesn't wrestle. That immediately leaves such a shit taste in my mouth because I'm not thinking, oh, Kevin Owens, you dastardly heel. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to boo you the next time I see you. I'm sitting there thinking as a punter, great, thanks. I didn't get to see one of the best wrestlers of my generation work even for a couple of minutes before he got eliminated properly. No, you just had him walk out. I mean, good for Kevin Owens, I guess, because he doesn't have to work and probably got paid to be at this show. But, fuck that shit. After that, I've lost a lot of my intrigue and interest because he was kind of the main personality of this match. The other guys are all great wrestlers, but not big personalities for me, other than maybe Xavier Woods and Seth Rollins at a stretch, who I have to say I am digging now. This match was okay. It wasn't terrible by any means. There was plenty of good wrestling, but it also went on forever. Let's have a look at the timesheet here. 29 minutes. Almost half an hour. This was, by the way, the longest match of the night, easily. And I don't understand why it got so much time, especially when Kevin Owens gets eliminated before he even starts. It took way too long to get to eliminations. It was one of these things where it was like, oh, you can all go out there and just have as much stuff as you want. All get your shit in as much as you please. There was some shady booking. So Kevin Owens is gone. At least we've got Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre to look forward to, right? The big meaty hosses. Nah, double count out. What the fuck? Team Raw, booked by Team Raw, it would seem. A garbage match for booking. Horrible match for booking, which made it feel like much less of a big deal, much less of an important match. There's nothing on the line anyway, other than bragging rights, and nobody gives a fuck about those. It just feels so disingenuous, as does the WWE product as a whole. And for me, this match was just a bit of a wet fart. Seth Rollins eventually overcomes Jeff Hardy, who, was amazing, put in a hell of a shift. But, I like Jeff Hardy, but I'm not bothered at this point. And it's not because, I've always loved him. When I was a kid, Jeff Hardy was incredible. But this is, I've seen the same thing for 25 years now. There isn't really anything different. He's never been a good promo. He never will be. His style of wrestling, although pretty daredevil in its time, is actually kind of low rent now because you see all this ridiculously stupid over the top bullshit, particularly if you watch a Young Bucks match. So, whatever. Seth Rollins wins, which is good, I suppose. Maybe that's building to him versus Edge in another match. It's very strange. Edge beat him in the Hell in a Cell. Ever since Seth Rollins has gone on to be the most prominent talent, he's going to challenge Big E. He's going to be, I don't know, the kind of next big number one contender of Raw for a while. Whatever. SmackDown came out of this looking a bit pants and a bit cheap. As far as mission accomplished, absolutely not. Thought this was pretty poor. This is going to be one of the more forgettable Survivor Series matches of all time.